This is Tom Fox, and welcome to the Daily Compliance News. Today, I want to begin by telling you about an exciting new podcast I'm beginning this week. It is AI Today in 5, where I curate 5 stories about AI and how it works in compliance and general business application that you can use in your business or in your compliance world on a daily basis. AI Today in 5 has premiered on the Compliance Podcast Network. I'm running it for the month of August. If I can get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to continue doing it. So please check it out, subscribe, rate, and review wherever great podcasts are listened to. AI Today in 5. The Daily Compliance News for August 6, 2025, the Spanking Banks edition. Donald Trump is furious because banks turned his company, the Trump Organization, down for loans. So what's he going to do? Well, he's going to spank banks. Spank. And how's he going to spank them? He's going to claim that they're denying loans to conservatives. And he has issued an order which he will investigate this claim. So do you have low credit? Do you have no credit? Do you have bad credit? Well, if you want to claim you're conservative, whatever that might mean, but what is a conservative under Donald Trump? Maybe you're entitled to relief under his Spanking Banks initiative. Next up, from the Financial Times, I asked the question, what happens when anti-corruption campaigns become corrupted? Yes, events in the Ukraine and Bulgaria show how easily ABC bodies can be politicized. The most recent, of course, was Ukraine, which had tried to change the Prosecutor General's powers for the National Anti-Corruption Bureau, but Ukrainians poured into the streets and said that corruption kills, and that Ukraine is not Russia. Well, they're right on both of those. And then the President Zelensky, not President Trump, retracted. My next story also comes to us from the Financial Times, but a little background. My daughter had a roommate in college who was into fonts in such a big way that his nickname was Mr. Font. Well, it turns out fonts are a thing, and a big thing. So big that the Financial Times wrote about them. And they wrote about the Comic Sans font and asked, is this evil? Yes. So is a font evil? The most famous contentious typeface is what Tim Martin, the owner of Witherspoon Pub Chain, uses. So, do you use evil fonts in your emails? Well, it's a thing. So, Mr. Font, you were right. You were way ahead of your time, wherever you are now. And our final story comes to us from Business Insider, which reports that Microsoft is going to get away from remote work. So their return to the office policy looks like it's going to go live. And in early 2026, they will be looking at full-time back to the office. This shift aligns with increased performance demands at Microsoft and the tech industry broadly. For reasons that are unclear to me, employers don't trust employees to work full-time. I work from home since 2010, and as I think everybody knows, I work very hard. But apparently that's not thought of in corporate America. So if you're a Microsoft employee and you've been enjoying working from home, get ready for a change, and that change seems to be permeating the tech industry. On July 4th, we had perhaps the worst tragedy to ever hit my home county in its history over this weekend, and myself and my family are fine, but multiple others who lost loved ones, lost family members, are obviously not fine. So if you can find your way to help with any donation, I would greatly appreciate it. This is Tom Fox. Thank you. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.